Hello, party people. It's Junk Wax Jack, back in the normal filming backdrop, and I've got some more TTMs, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy crap, I got 7. I would say I'm impressed, but honestly, I didn't do any of the work. You know, I just found the addresses. I've been using sportscollectors.net for my TTM address needs of late, and I do cross check against Sports Card Forum. That was the first one I used. So without further ado, let's get right into TTM number 1. So TTM number 1 comes to us from the Cincinnati, Ohio area. Let's right there, and it's Mark Lewis. Well, let me see. It was a pretty quick turnaround on that. Mark Lewis signed a couple of cards for me. I got a 1994 Upper Deck, and I gotta tell you, man, look at this card. That is a great card. That is a great picture. And I don't know. I like these cards and I don't. Again, What the Foil? That's WTF on my channel now, is What the Foil, apparently. And but the weird skinny black and white picture here, I don't get it. Anyway, these are great cards. He turned this around pretty quickly. He doesn't charge. You know, I send 2 or 3, and, you know, hopefully I never run into a situation where I send more than I get back signed. But those 2 look great. So, Mark Lewis, thank you very much for doing it up for me. TTM number 2 comes to us from Westchester, New York. And yes, it's Bobby Valentine. Bobby Valentine signs for free. I don't know how many cards you can send him. I sent him 1, and honestly, it was because I couldn't find, I swear I thought I had a 1987 Topps manager card, but I couldn't find it. So I just sent him the 89 Topps for the set. By the way, I guess I should have said with Mark Lewis that obviously the 89 Topps is for the set that I'm working on. So Bobby Valentine, great signature, and he actually also, I've seen this to be the case with other recent TTMs from him. He sends back a printout of what looks to be like an Amazon sale page for a book he wrote. So curious to see what that's like. I may have to track it down. Took about a month to get him back, but it was worth it. It's a great signature. So thank you, Mr. Valentine. What an autograph. Appreciate it very much. Now, TTM number 3. All right. TTM number 3 comes to us from West Palm Beach, Florida. And it's Randy Neiman, Port St. Lucie. Well, I didn't get all the cards out. There we go. So I sent him, since I did not have an 89 top, so that's okay. You don't have to do it every time, you know. I sent him an 86 Topps, and I sent him an 86 Fleer. This is the first one I've gotten back where the autograph smudged a little bit. This one over here is, it's a great card, and it's still a great signature. This stuff happens. And, I guess what surprised me about it was that it's an 86 Fleer and not like one of the, honestly, baseball's best, those 88 Donners that I like to get signed. They're way glossier. So I just assumed that would be the card that would do it. But no, in this case, it was an 86 Fleer. But thank you so much, Mr. Neiman. I really like the signatures. I think those are fantastic, and I'll probably try to send him a couple more when I'm able. So thank you very much, Mr. Neiman, and I guess we'll move on to TTM number 4. TTM Number 4 comes to us from New Jersey, specifically Daniels, New Jersey. It's kind of cut off there a little bit, but this is Steve Bye-Bye Balboni. All right. Sent him the 89 tops, the requisite 89 tops. He sent it back to me really pretty quick and beautifully signed. I think it's probably best to just try one at a time with him. I don't recall seeing any hard, fast rules on that, but he doesn't charge. Just send him one card. See what he sends back. You know, if you got another one you want to send, go ahead and send that then. Of course, I don't mind. I don't mind doing it more than once. I guess it's kind of fun. I like the letter writing aspect. You don't write long letters to these guys, but it's been really cool to like get back into writing. We don't do that very much nowadays, and there's nothing wrong with that as far as technology. But sometimes it's just kind of cool to do that. So yeah, Steve Balboni. I'm not doing a lot of facts about these because I have 7, and I don't want to spend 85 years, boring you to death. These guys all have some cool stories. I will make an effort to maybe break this into 3 at a time moving forward, so I can talk a little more, because I know y'all love to hear me talk, right? All right, next TTM. Okay, our next TTM comes to us from North Texas, or Dallas, or whatever P and DC is. I don't know. It is Tom Grieve. They spent some time with the Senators and the Rangers, and here he is pictured with the New York Mets. That is a 79. This is 79 tops. It looks like he signed in a blue gel pen. It's not ballpoint, but it's definitely not like a Sharpie or anything like that. It's a very fine point. It looks really good on that card. I'm not mad about it at all. It looks really good. It's a pretty fun little card, and man, I love my Mets. So anytime you can get a Mets card signed and back in is a happy day. He does not charge. He turns it around really fast. And I got to be honest with you, I think I'm kind of spoiled with this little signature, because you can really tell, you can really read his name clearly. Plus, it's a good picture. The lighter photos are just, altogether better for baseball, or just for signatures in general. But yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Grieve. That is an awesome card, an awesome autograph, and I guess we'll move on now to TTM number 6. All right, folks, TTM number 6 comes to us from West Palm Beach, Florida. I know how to say Florida, I promise. It's Bob Molinaro. This one's a funny story. I guess it's funny. Maybe it's not so funny to somebody else out there. I sent Mr. Molinaro the 1981 Topps card, with the White Sox. He's kind of mean mugging a little bit. It's pretty cool photo. And I got back the 1981 Fleer card. And I had read that he's doing this, and I hadn't seen it, for myself, obviously, but he has taken lately to signing just his first name, like Cher or Madonna. Bob Molinaro. Man, I really appreciate the signature and the card. I kind of hope somebody's not looking for this card, or they might be upset. If you're missing your 1981 Fleer from Bobby Molinaro, leave me a comment or something. Maybe you ended up with my 81 Topps. Either way, honestly, this is probably a cooler card than the 81 Topps, but I hate thinking that maybe somebody else got, the wrong card or whatever. It's a TTM. I'm digging it. He wrote, he didn't write me, but he sent it back. This looks like this was done in ballpoint. Bobby Molinaro, thank you for the card. Yeah, thank you. All right, we'll move on to the final TTM. Our final TTM comes to us from the Atlanta metro area, and this is Chris Carpenter, whom I know as when he was a rookie for the St. Louis Cardinals. So I actually got a little greedy, I suppose, but I sent him 3 cards, asked him to inscribe one 1987 Team USA, and he did. He obliged me quite nicely. He sent, there's my 89 tops, the requisite 89 tops. He signed and inscribed. I also sent him the 89 Fleer update, and honestly, the signature looks freaking incredible on that card. And lastly, I sent the, what year is this? I've never had any of these before, and I just now found a whole set. So, it's the 89 classic baseball, like the baseball game thing, I guess. And he had a card in that set. So I got 3 back from him. He took about a month. The signature's great, though. That's really good. How about that C? So it's like he C, and then like somehow it swirls up into the A, and that's just a cool signature, I gotta admit. That's pretty cool. But it can't, the address is Gainesville, Georgia. I think he's a coach there somewhere. I'll have to do some more, reading up on it. But yeah, Chris Carpenter doesn't charge. I guess you can send him 3 cards and he'll send them back to you, and so all's well that ends well. Thank you so much, Mr. Carpenter, and look forward to maybe I'll send you something else down the road a little bit. Steve Balboni. Okay, hang on. All right.